So I've got to go back out shopping after coming back from the shops because I didn't get any baking paper. So before I do, I thought I would film how I'm going to make my starter because I've got the bits to do that now, and I thought that it'd be really fun to document my journey of making the starter on day one all the way up to baking my first sourdough loaf. So that's what I'm going to do. I thought it'd be a really fun challenge, something that I can document daily. So yeah. I also am obsessed with sourdough. I think it's so tasty and elevates any dish, especially shashuka. So yeah, I'm going to try and make my own because it's quite expensive around here. To do that, I've bought 2 types of flour because I've been doing my research and people say that if you use a 50-50 ratio of rye flour and strong white bread flour, then it will provide a better environment for the sourdough starter to ferment, I believe. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I've got this rye flour and this strong white bread flour. And I'm just gonna rearrange the camera so I can show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, forgive me, I'm standing right back here, but I'm struggling with the camera angles, to be honest, and I will figure that out eventually. So basically what I want to do is I've got a jar here that's going to keep my starter. Hopefully this is going to bubble up all the way to the top and spill out eventually, full of lovely active starter. So to start with, this is day one. I'm going to add 50 grams of flour and 50 grams of water, give it a mix, and then I'm gonna cover the top and leave it in a warm environment overnight. I'll probably leave it here, to be honest, because the oven's gonna be on pretty much the whole afternoon. So yeah, and obviously that 50 grams of flour is gonna be 25 grams of rye flour and 25 grams of strong white bread flour. So I'm just gonna do that right now, and then I'll show you the finished product. I'm gonna come closer and I'm gonna chop my head off, but for the purpose of this, I'm sure you won't mind. So yeah. So I'm gonna pop this on a scales. It's just here. And this is gonna basically add up to 100. So let's go. Got the strong white bread flour here. Great start. And then I want 25 grams of rye flour. This is actually just maybe less than 2 tablespoons each. Nice, that's 50. And then for the water, I want to make sure that the water isn't at all like chlorinated. I believe that's the word. Basically, I want no chlorine in it because that will affect my starter. So I'm going to use just some bottled water at room temperature. and that should be fine. I'm just gonna give it a mix. I'm gonna give it a mix with a wooden spoon, I believe. I'm worried that any metal might affect it in any way. I don't know if that's true or not, but in my head, it would be safer to use a wooden spoon. So I'm going to use this. This is a traditional wooden spoon for making porridge, but I'm going to use it for this. I'm just going to give that a little mix. Like that. And it's really thick. I don't know if it should be, but I'm just going to trust the process. And I'm just going to scrape off the excess. It looks like that, so it's really thick, like cement. There it goes. Now I'm gonna wash my fingers. I'm gonna screw the top on. And that is my starter, day one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this by the oven all day and hopefully we'll see some action soon. But I'm gonna pop you back up here to say thank you for watching my first video on sourdough starter, and hopefully you'll join me with tomorrow repeating the process and watching my sourdough grow. Thank you, bye.